Hi everyone, it's Lisa Moeller with MedMark and welcome to another edition of Doc Talk. We're super excited today to be in our backyard here at Spirit Education in Scottsdale. And we have the privilege of having Dr. Jeff Rouse, a prosthodontist specializing in sleep and airway management, coming to us all the way from San Antonio, Texas. So welcome, Dr. Rouse. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So tell us about what you do with Airway Prosthodontics.
You know, it's an interesting field, interesting concept, in that we've mainly focused on sleep dentistry. And to me, sleep dentistry is the fabrication of a piece of plastic and its impact on the airway. It's mostly for fat old men that have been diagnosed with having apnea and the heavy snorer type of patient. But there are a lot of people in the dental practice that have been ignored for years because they didn't fit that criteria and they didn't go through the medical issues. So I started as a prosthodontist to look at all the cases that came into my practice. So I have patients with erosion on their teeth, with bruxism, with malocclusions, with even abfractions, all those types of things. I started asking the question, could airway be a culprit in this and responsible for it? And sure enough, the answer is, yeah, and a lot of them it is. So we gave it a different name. Instead of sleep dentistry that focuses on an appliance, we're really looking at the airway and its impact on the stomatognathic system. We call it Airway Prosthodontics. And in Airway Prosthodontics, we're going to start looking for earlier types of problems, in particular, 3 different types of patients. We're going to look for kids because that's where the real problem begins. Remember, sleep dentistry is about people that already have disease. We're going to try to prevent the disease. We're going to look at people with TMD problems. Young, fit females tend to show up in the office all the time looking for splints. Well, those are just airway problems, come to find out. Right. And then finally, we're also going to include the people that have the apneic issues, but we're going to try to do it in a little different way to maybe not have to go all the way to these appliances that will change bites and require medical intervention.
Right. So you're really breaking the stereotype on sleep apnea and airway problems with everyone thinking that it's 300-pound men. I mean, it really is. Anyone can have it. It's kids, fit people, overweight people. I mean, no one is immune to this problem, correct?
Right. So, and the idea behind Airway Prosthodontics came from the concept that sleep dentistry was missing some people that needed to be helped. See, sleep dentistry is about making an oral appliance, protruding the mandible, and you're doing it on the fat old man that already has apnea. They've been diagnosed by a physician, you're working through a medical model. Airway prosthodontics is really about the people that come into common dental practices all the time. So the restorative dental patient or practice is going to see people with bruxism, erosion on their teeth, malocclusions, all the way down to periodontal disease and abfraction. And the question I want people to ask is, could that be an airway problem? Because in fact, when we look at the data and we look at our patients, we're finding more and more of them are. So in the world of airway prosthodontics, we're not looking at the impact of an appliance on the airway. We're looking at the airway and its impact on the stomatognathic system.